Pretty cool, isn't it? Well, hello YouTube community, hello Diesel community. Welcome to another episode of Nice Guitar Amps from Diesel. This is Peter Diesel. And a new family member is Leonardo Polito from Italy. A dear friend of both of us.
Oh, yeah.
And he's part of the team behind the development of this new product, which is called VHX. It's a full tube 4-channel amplifier with a built-in DSP based on the concept of the VH4 and the circuit on a VH4. But the very special thing about it is you can store every setting.
Everything you can think of.
Yeah, make me coffee. No. No, but though it's completely analog, you can store the gain settings, the EQ settings, even the deep and the presence settings can be stored separately.
The signal path is tubes and relays.
And the same with the power amp. It's a full tube power amplifier.
100 watts.
And in addition to the classic VH circuit, we have also the mid-cut function and tuning function, that is the voicing and the shape.
That's the tone stacks, actually.
That's the tone stack, yes.
We have modern,
Vintage, classic,
early.
and early.
And that does really a lot.
Yes.
That does really a lot to the amp. So that's a change of the voicing of the entire amp.
That's to recreate the all Peter circuit, everything into kind of one amp.
Yeah.
And to make it even more accessible, on the blue and red channel, you also have a shape.
Yeah.
That function is something that makes the amps tighter or fatter.
So to the DSP, you have a variety, a wide range of effects. It's got phaser, it's got a graphic EQ, it's got an automatic wah.
Yeah. As well, a pitch shifter, we drop the whammy effects.
Yeah, the chorus, and tremolo as well.
Tremolo as well.
It's
Noise
too much
gate.
to demo here.
The effects are only in the loop circuit, where you cannot destroy the sound.
So it remains completely analog up to the DSP input, and then it is converted into digital. And
then converted back to into
then
the
it's
power.
converted back to analog and goes through the power amp if you want to use the power amp. So there's no digital part inside the modulation of the tone.
Yeah.
You need nothing else, and you could also play it without the cabinet. Using the IRs, you can do everything with it, and it's very easy to handle. So it's the typical signature Diesel tone. Yeah, beautiful. Like always, it's beautiful. So you see the channel type by the color. Green would be clean. Yellow is crunch. So it makes steps when you turn the wheel. It's just switching relays. But then once it's stored, you don't hear anything. I recall it. Okay, that was the second channel. So the blue one would be the third channel with more gain. And then we got the fourth channel, way more mid-range, a little softer attack.
listen to the white noise.
What?
There's no. Yeah, for this gain saturation, it's,
Nothing.
yeah, wonderful. For a tube amplifier, incredible. Yeah, let me try Nick's guitar with the low tuning, just to see how the metal sounds would work. So I'm missing nothing. It's all there. But the special thing about it, it's got a voicing function, which is 3 different voicings you can select on the 2nd and 3rd channel.
Those stacks.
There is vintage, classic, early, and modern,
Yeah.
as well as a function that's called shape, that makes the amp tighter or fatter.
Okay.
That's as well is a really new stuff.
So we made some programs just to show how they affect the tone.
Same channel.
Same channel, same setting, just by switching the voicings. Well, it's a significant difference.
Yeah.
So you have so many options, and then on top the mid cut, so you can change, you can turn one amp into the opposite just by those functions.
Ask me anything to store and I say yes.
So that's about the audio tone of the amp, but the really wicked thing about it is that it's got built-in effects. This is phenomenal. You don't have a loss of tone because it's so the conversion, the digital conversion is perfect, and then back to analog. That's where a lot of effect units I have tried have quite some compromise.
Being everything into one unit allows us to optimize really everything, signal level and grounding level, to really have this sort of quality.
Wow, this is outstandingly good, I think. And maybe add a little reverb to the crunch. Or just a typical delay for lead play. That is very nice. And you just need one unit.
Yes, that's it. That was the dream, actually, yeah.
So I tried to just program 3 or 4 scenarios of different artists and try to get as close as possible to the signature tone of the songs. I find it very close to the original. And then you go. It's out of tune. Too bad.
You can still tune it.
Yeah. Okay. it's always the same amp. I just changed some voicing and added the effects, and it was done in 5-10 minutes. So the next thing I tried is to get a little bit of the voicing of Nuno Bettencourt, who I like the bottom end. He's the palm mutes. This is also really special and tight, and so. That's
Nice.
I love that. It's really high gain, and you still have the definition. There's no compression.
You find every day a new sound.
Yeah, and it's a real tube amplifier. It's pretty cool. And one of the designs you added to this is an IR out, is an XLR.
There is a cabinet simulator with our own IR, and where you can select the microphone, the speaker, and there is also a custom IR loader where you can load up to 32 different IR.
Oh, that's nice. And it came to my mind, why not using the preamp and the effects for an acoustic guitar? It's brilliant. You can use the same effects live. You don't need to use a DI box and have the dry signal on the wedges. I sit a little bit away from the cabinet because this is a guitar cabinet. It doesn't really sound like a good acoustic cabinet, but it's just for my own control. We will record the DI out right now.
Thank you so much, Peter.
Ah, it's beautiful, isn't it? This is a dream come true for a live musician. And on top of it, I'm gonna sit down here. If you play small stages, you don't need a cabinet.
You can play the wall head without. You can just bring your head and just use the internal cab sim with which will deactivate the power amp. So you don't really need to plug your cabinet.
You simply plug out the speaker.
Yes. The idea was also to not. This is not a wall unit, and that's all. People that may have some effects, some favorite effects, lovely effects, whatever. We still loaded it with 3 different FX loop. One in the front for a booster, or I don't know, whatever people may like, and 2 on the back that can be programmable to be serial or parallel. And this way, it could be further expanded. And everything, of course, is still programmable. So with the touch of the button, you can still program all the functionality.
And there's more to come, I guess.
Of course, always more to come. All the customer together can actually guide me through the new stuff. I just saw that they are starting also sharing the effects or the presets through people.
This video would take 4 hours, and we would have probably talked about some things, but not everything. Well, this is the diesel tone, I would say.
So, Peter, Make me happy with some lick.
You make me happy.
Thank you so much. Now I'm happy.